The automotive industry is on the cusp of a revolution. Electric vehicles, or EVs, are no longer a futuristic concept. They are a reality, rapidly changing how we commute and think about transportation. Environmental concerns are a major driving force. EVs produce zero tailpipe emissions, promising cleaner air and a healthier planet. Technological advancements are equally important. Battery technology is improving, leading to longer ranges and lower costs. These factors, combined with growing consumer demand, are fueling the EV revolution. The shift from gasoline-powered cars to electric is gaining momentum. The transition won't be easy. Challenges remain in terms of infrastructure, cost, and public perception. But the direction is clear. Electric is the future of mobility. The number of electric vehicles on American roads is steadily increasing. This shift marks a significant change in the automotive landscape, reflecting a growing awareness of environmental issues and a push towards sustainable transportation solutions. As of 2024, over 2.5 million EVs are registered in the United States. This figure is a testament to the increasing popularity and acceptance of electric vehicles among consumers. This number includes both battery electric vehicles and plug-in hybrid electric vehicles. Battery electric vehicles run solely on electricity, while plug-in hybrids combine a gasoline engine with an electric motor, offering greater flexibility. While impressive, this represents a small fraction of the total number of vehicles. The vast majority of cars on the road are still powered by gasoline, highlighting the challenges ahead for widespread EV adoption. Over 275 million gasoline-powered vehicles are still in operation. This staggering number underscores the dominance of traditional internal combustion engines in the current market. However, the growth rate of EVs tells a different story. The rapid increase in EV sales indicates a shifting tide, as more consumers opt for cleaner, more efficient vehicles. EV sales are increasing at an annual rate of nearly 36%. This remarkable growth rate is driven by advancements in technology, government incentives, and a broader range of available models. This far outpaces the growth of gasoline vehicle sales, which remain stagnant. The traditional automotive market is experiencing a slowdown as consumers become more environmentally conscious and seek alternatives. The trend is clear. EVs are gaining ground, albeit from a smaller starting point. The increasing presence of EVs on the road is a sign of changing times and a move towards a more sustainable future. The question is, how quickly can this growth be sustained? As infrastructure improves, battery technology advances, and public awareness grows, the potential for continued rapid growth in the EV market is substantial. The future of transportation is electric, and the journey has only just begun. One crucial aspect of the EV revolution is infrastructure. As electric vehicles become more popular, the need for a comprehensive and reliable charging network becomes increasingly important. This infrastructure is the backbone that will support the transition from gasoline-powered vehicles to electric ones. Specifically, the availability of charging stations is a key factor. Without enough charging points, drivers may experience range anxiety, which can deter them from making the switch to electric vehicles. Currently, there are about 130,000 public charging ports across the USA. These ports are essential for providing the necessary infrastructure to support the growing number of electric vehicles on the road. These ports are spread across approximately 50,000 charging stations. Each station can host multiple charging ports, allowing several vehicles to charge simultaneously. In contrast, the US boasts over 145,000 gasoline stations. These stations are a familiar sight and have been established over many decades. These stations have a total of 1.16 million gas pumps. This extensive network ensures that gasoline-powered vehicles can refuel almost anywhere, anytime. The disparity in numbers is stark. The existing gasoline infrastructure is vast and well established, while the EV charging network is still in its infancy. It highlights the challenge of building an EV charging infrastructure that can rival the existing gasoline network. Significant investment and effort are required to expand the number of charging stations and ports. While not all EVs rely solely on public charging, the availability of a robust network is crucial for widespread adoption. Many EV owners charge their vehicles at home, but public charging stations are essential for long-distance travel and for those who do not have access to home charging. The current infrastructure is insufficient to support a complete transition to electric mobility. To achieve this goal, a significant increase in the number of charging stations and ports is necessary. This will require collaboration between governments, private companies, and communities to create a network that is accessible, reliable, and efficient. The distribution of charging and fueling infrastructure is another critical factor. EV charging stations are not evenly distributed geographically. California leads the nation, with roughly 30% of all public charging stations. Other states with high EV adoption rates, such as Texas, Florida, and New York, also have a higher concentration of charging infrastructure. In contrast, gasoline stations are more uniformly distributed across the country. This includes urban, suburban, and rural areas. This disparity in geographic distribution poses a challenge for EV adoption. Range anxiety, the fear of running out of charge, is a real concern for many potential EV buyers. A more widespread and evenly distributed charging infrastructure is essential to alleviate this concern. Section 5. Time is of the essence, charging versus refueling. One key difference between EVs and gasoline vehicles is the time it takes to refuel. While gasoline cars can be refueled in a matter of minutes, electric vehicles require a longer period to recharge their batteries. Refueling a gasoline car is quick, typically taking less than 5 minutes. You simply pull up to a gas station, insert the nozzle, and within moments, you're ready to hit the road again. EV charging, however, takes significantly longer. This is due to the nature of battery technology and the varying power outputs of different charging stations. The time varies depending on the type of charger and the EV's battery capacity. For instance, a standard home outlet, known as a Level 1 charger, can take up to 24 hours to fully charge an EV. Level 2 chargers, the most common type found in homes and public charging stations, can take several hours to fully charge an EV. These chargers are more efficient than Level 1 but still require a significant amount of time. DC fast chargers can provide an 80% charge in 30 minutes to an hour, but these are less common. They are typically found in commercial areas and along major highways designed for quick top-ups during long trips. This difference in refueling time has significant implications. It affects how people plan their daily commutes and long-distance travels. For instance, a road trip in an EV requires careful planning to ensure access to charging stations along the route. It impacts how people plan trips and their overall perception of EV convenience. Many EV drivers use apps to locate charging stations and plan their stops accordingly, adding a layer of complexity to their travel plans. Until charging times become comparable to refueling times, this will remain a hurdle for widespread EV adoption. The industry is working on faster charging technologies, but for now, the time difference is a significant consideration for potential EV buyers. Section 6. The infrastructure challenge, keeping up with the EV surge. The rapid growth of EV sales presents a significant challenge, ensuring adequate charging infrastructure. Currently, the US has a ratio of approximately 19 EVs per charging port. In contrast, there are about 237 gasoline vehicles for every gas pump. This disparity highlights the need for a rapid expansion of EV charging infrastructure. The existing infrastructure is insufficient to support the projected growth of the EV market. Investment is needed not only in the number of charging stations, but also in their strategic placement. Highways, workplaces, and residential areas all require convenient and accessible charging options. Section 7. Powering up government incentives and policies. Recognizing the need to accelerate EV adoption, governments at both the federal and state levels are implementing supportive policies. Federal tax credits of up to $7,500 are available to EV buyers, making them more affordable. The Biden administration's infrastructure plan includes billions of dollars dedicated to building a national EV charging network. States like California are even more ambitious, with plans to ban the sale of new gasoline cars by 2035. These policies are crucial for driving the transition to electric mobility. They incentivize consumers to make the switch and provide the necessary funding for infrastructure development. Section 8. The road ahead, projections and predictions. Projections for the future of EVs in the USA are optimistic. By 2030, some estimates suggest there could be over 18 million EVs on American roads. To support this number of EVs, the US would need up to 500,000 public charging ports. That's nearly 4 times the current number. This highlights the scale of the challenge and the need for sustained investment. Achieving these projections will require a concerted effort from automakers, policymakers, and private industry. Section 9. Driving towards a sustainable future. The transition to electric vehicles is not just about replacing one type of car with another. It's about creating a more sustainable transportation system. A system that reduces our reliance on fossil fuels, improves air quality, and combats climate change. The challenges are significant, but so are the potential benefits. By embracing electric vehicles, we are not just investing in a new technology, we are investing in a cleaner, healthier, and more sustainable future for generations to come.